Nebraska and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week one. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week two. That's what he's told his teammates.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Atlanta.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A slant to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And now he's going to use his leg. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown,
Matt Ryan. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field, his 5th year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was 2nd in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 15 carries, 96 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry. Brought down behind.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Falcons' 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, that one complete to Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Prescott now from the 50. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Atlanta.
They go play action with Ryan. It's caught by Treadwell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. to get this out to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Draw play. Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Tyler Davison.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
By Dante Fowler. Taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that is incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He completes it to Treadwell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and...
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Atlanta.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over first down.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
To Julio Jones.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Falcons will extend their lead.
Youngwei Koo lining
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off in Tampa. Carolina paying a visit in an NFC South matchup. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Deshaun Hamilton, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Prescott's pass complete to C.D. Lamb. A fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Prescott from the gun, and that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be taken at the 13.
Take off your helmet and give me a
going
kiss,
down the
McFly.
left side. It's a foot race. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, it's paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
For the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Now here come the Cowboys. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Isaiah Oliver brought him down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Ezekiel Elliott.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
It's 3rd.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting down.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Dante Fowler.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
For the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now Pollard, and a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Brings up
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Taken down. Right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 14-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
6.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. 54.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check pass. Ready to go.
Again they run with Gurley. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to number 18.
Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Coup for the extra point.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, a 6-play drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now, following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
48-yard line.
Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
45-yard line.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Brings up second.
Now it's Gurley
At the 46-yard line.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll move the chains.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.